What's up, everybody, and welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all clicked on the thumbnail, so y'all know what you're here for. Gang War. We got another one, this time in the form of the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 40. Now, in the last issue, number 39 of the Amazing Spider-Man, we saw Spider-Man with his team up. We see him get his super squad together with the She-Hulk, Miles Morales, Spider-Woman, and Daredevil. And we also saw, at the end of that issue, he ended up teaming up with the one and only Tombstone, whose injuries pretty much were the start of this entire gang war. So we're gonna pick this issue up from there. Let's get it. So at the start of this issue, we're taken to West Village, and we see two guys talking. The big guy says, while he's carrying a rose, "The men are ready, boss." "Let them wait, Digger. I've got to put my face on." "You sure you want to do this? You just use your big green get out of jail free card. Me. It's going to be a lot of heat on you," says Digger to the mysterious figure. "The city's on fire, Digger. The heat's on everyone. And I want to be there to dump gasoline at Tombstone's feet. Everything we were fighting for in our first skirmish, everything he cheated me out of, I'm gonna take back." As Digger snaps a piece of a rose, we kind of get an idea now who this guy is. "It's his daughter running his territory now." That's what makes it so perfect. Then we get the reveal that it's the Rose. For those of y'all don't know, this is Richard Fisk, aka the Rose, son of the Kingpin, the one and only Wilson Fisk. How about that? Kingpin's son has entered gang war. As Fisk says, he's gonna lose her first. Talking about Janice, Tombstone's daughter. Then we transition over to the meatpacking district, and we see the tracksuit bros. And I'm a fan of these guys. I love the tracksuit guys, tracksuit mafia. If you got a chance to watch the MCU's Hawkeye, you saw firsthand that tracksuit mafia. So we get them in the meatpacking district as they kind of got a lead on the Inner Demons, another gang in the streets of New York, fighting for territory. As one of the tracksuit guys says, "Bro, you sure we can take these bros? You think I call the entire tracksuit mafia for fun? Shut mouth for 1 second and open eyes, bro. They still there? Oh, yes, bro. The Inner Demon bros want everything below Houston. They will leave nothing for us if we let them. We're gonna burn this place to the ground with them in it." "Afraid I can't let you do that," as a voice speaks out from behind the tracksuit mafia. And then we see Tombstone. "Sorry you got all dressed up, if that's what you want to call it. You are very far from Harlem, bro. You not hear there's a war on? You not hear I made a treaty?" Then we get another voice. "Party's over, boys." "No way." And we look, it's Spider-Man. She-Hulk's got him getting ready to do a fastball special. "Sorry you got all dressed up." Tombstone already said that. "What? Really?" "Yep." And she hurls Spider-Man off at the tracksuit mafia. "Can't have been that clever then," he quips. "That move don't exactly make you look smart," Tombstone rebuttals to Spider-Man. "Show me how it's done, Professor." "You paying attention?" So now Tombstone and Spider-Man are taking out the tracksuit mafia while they're quipping back and forth with each other about who's smarter. And of course, She-Hulk, can't forget she's there. She jumps in. "Sorry guys, I can't listen to those too much longer," as the mafia are unloading on them. Blam, blam, blam. She hurls some wooden crates their way. "Have to wrap this up." Crash. And we see most of the guys are running away. The ones that are still conscious, that is. That's that. No chance they can regroup before this is over. "Yeah, but we spooked the Inner Demons. It's gonna take us a while to track them down." Then Tombstone replies, "No, it won't, because we're not gonna." "What? Why?" "They're moving on Lady Yulan's vampires in the East Village. We take them out, and she'll overrun downtown. We don't have time to fight every battle." Spider-Man says to himself. "I guess that makes sense." You want to end this fast? You're gonna have to do what I say. This is my world. I see all the plays. That's why you need me. Then we go over to downtown. And we check in on what Madame Masque has been doing. Because, she's been kind of the architect to set this whole thing up in the background. And we see a guy that's badly beaten and battered. Looks like he's barely hanging on. You don't have to do this. You still think you have something to teach me? Some wisdom to impart? You're only proving you have nothing to offer me. I was your weapon for many years, but you lacked the skill to wield me. I was cast aside, looked over. By morning, I'll have half the city, all of it by tomorrow night, and you still don't see me. Oh. The guy's reaching for something. You've been at the top for too long. It's blinded you. I've been in the gutters with my boots on the ground. And we see him pulling something out. It looks to be a gun or something. And she steps on his neck. Crunch. I see everything. And then we see that it was a cell phone that he was pulling out. It's a pretty thick ass phone, I must say. But I digress. Go ahead. She lets her boot off his neck. Call them. All of them. Then we go over to Harlem. And we catch up with Janice, a.k.a. the Beetle, and her gang, formerly Tombstone's gang. I'm telling you, Diamondback's guys are dug in. They're not going anywhere without a fight, Janice. Then that's exactly what they'll get. And as Rabbit chimes in, we got the firepower for that. Troops are worried, boss. That's because Diamondback's men are loyal. They're not gonna roll over unless we break their spirit. And how do we do that? Not we. Me. I have to put the fear of God in them. Show them we mean business. How do I look? Like you mean business. And she's got some kind of new Beetle outfit. It's a bit repulsive. I would imagine if I saw that flying at me, I would be absolutely terrified. So, shout out to her for that. But then we pick back up with Tombstone and Spider-Man and She-Hulk. Now they chillaxing now after they just laid the beat down on the Tracksuit Mafia. As Tombstone goes to pour up a couple glasses. Is this the time to be pouring yourself a drink? Afraid so. Just got the word. Fisk is back in town. The Rolls? Then what are we doing up here? I've got word he's coming to me. Oh, thanks. As Tombstone gives a drink to She-Hulk. Wait. You want me to protect you? Is that it? Your territory? No way. You're not gonna fool me twice, Lincoln. You have no idea what I gave up tonight, do you? There have been whispers ever since our unofficial team up that you and me were working together. You thought it was a cute way to keep me in line. And it was. I'll give you that. But going out with you tonight, fighting side by side, no boss in the tri-state area is gonna work with me again. I've got a mark on my head. I'm done. There's no territory waiting for me after this. It's my last ride. So what's the plan? Says She-Hulk. This is great, by the way. I want to stop this war before my daughter gets hurt. That means dealing with Fisk. How long are we supposed to wait until he gets here? Then we go back over and see what's happening with Madame Masque. Move! He's in here! As the crew approaches her. Anyone whose head ain't flat gets a bullet. Got it? Ah, the Hammerhead crew. Such a long storied Maggia tradition of failure. I'm gonna ask you once if you got the boss. I guess that begs the question, who's the boss? What are you talking about? As she points up and tells them to look above. Just then we see Shotgun holding two guys up at the top of the building. She got Nefaria and Silvermane. Those men have led the Maggia for decades, Masque. You can't do this. I can't. And then she snaps her fingers and Shotgun drops them. No! Splat! They hit the ground. You're used to the old leaders. I understand that, Madame Masque chimes in. You've taken an oath to bow before them. Follow their orders, no matter what they are. So, as she holds up the head of Silvermane, Madame Masque leads the Maggia now, and they all bow to her. Good boys. Then we go over to Sugar Hill, and we see a guy running. He goes up the stairs and he busts through. Call Diamondback. We've got company. More company? We can't ingest in. Boom. The door breaks in. And it's Beetle Tell your men you have a new boss. I'm sorry, I can't do that. He got here first. And then we get kind of a split screen going where we see what's going on with Janice. And then at the same time, we see what's going on with Tombstone and Spider-Man. As Tombstone is saying, he's here. Beetle is also, who is he? And I like how they got it going side by side like they're all involved in the same conversation. And Spider-Man chimes in. Be ready for anything. The Rose got beat pretty bad last time. By who? Says She-Hulk. Me, Spider-Man replies. Then we see Beetle realizing who the he is. It's Fisk. Then at the exact same time, Tombstone is saying Fisk. Then in Beetle's room, someone tells her, you're trespassing. And then we get the reveal that it's the Rose. Wilson Fisk's son is with Beetle. Remember at the beginning he said he was going after her. Trespassing on my property, he says. Then we see Tombstone with Spider-Man and crew. That's not the Rose. And Tombstone says, never said it was. Remember, he just said Fisk was coming. And that's when we get the reveal that it's Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. Tombstone was waiting on Wilson Fisk to pull up. And that he has with his lady, Typhoid Mary. Hey, dolls. And that's the end of the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, has entered the gang war. And y'all know it would not have been a gang war without him. And in the last episode of the Miles Morales part of Gang War, I don't know if you recall, I actually thought that this new benefactor that was supplying all of the weapons to all of these gangs, I thought it could have been Wilson Fisk. But I'm not so sure now since he's involved himself this way. But it could be. If you know Wilson Fisk, he's real good at hitting you with the okie doke. So yeah, man, this is what I'm talking about. Kingpin, Wilson Fisk has entered into gang war. Ladies and gentlemen, this gang war has been super dope. I'm talking absolute fire. Man, if y'all been rocking with this whole setup, man, please show this channel some love, man. Give your boy a like, share, and subscribe to this thing, man. And comment below on what y'all think. Who y'all think the benefactor is helping out all the gangs? And what do you think Wilson Fisk's role is now? The former mayor of New York. Wonder what happens when he comes into contact with the current mayor, Luke Cage. This gang war's got all the makings of a classic, ladies and gentlemen. It's so dope. But man, that's all for me. But man, I tell y'all what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm loving every bit of this. And I can't wait for the next issue, so keep it locked. The next one in the playlist was gonna be The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, Gang War. As soon as that issue drops, we'll see what's going on with Shang-Chi. And we're going to continue to follow this gang war story until it ends. We're going to get this whole thing in its entirety, ladies and gentlemen. So stick with me if you've been rocking with it. But ladies and gentlemen, I so appreciate y'all for stopping by. And yeah, from Comics Icons, I'm out this thing. Peace.